It's a new traffic design that will move the traffic much, much better.
A badly needed road project in St. Johns County is moving forward.
Included in the recently passed state budget, $500,000 to help fund the design phase of the I-95 and International Golf Parkway interchange redesign project. State Representative Kim Kendall.
We have failing roads around there. We've got Buc-ee's and Costco and Bass Pro, and we've got schools overflowing into IGP, maybe 5,000 out of 15,000 homes built at Silverleaf. It was my number one priority as far as appropriations because I knew how desperate that situation is there.
Kendall calls it the Bermuda Triangle of traffic accidents.
If you've driven to Buc-ee's or Bass Pro or Costco, anything in the World Commerce Center loop, if you're a tourist, it's hard. You're trying to figure out, you're trying to go left to get in that lane. Sometimes you're going left down, and then you realize you're going on the southbound interstate ramp. There's a lot of confusion going on there because there's so many out-of-state mixing with local traffic. And I truly believe not only will this provide a better flow of the traffic to keep it moving and not backed up, but it should, God willing, be directing enough that it starts diverting those kind of accidents from happening in the future.
Kendall says she plans to request another $10 million from the federal government next year to help finance the $40 million project. She says with funding in place, construction could begin by late 2027 or early 2028. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
My heart is full of peace, and I'm overwhelmed with happiness.
Liz Ryan caught up with Wolfgang Schau at Paxson Pele's 10th anniversary celebration in Davis Shores.
It's been 10 years since Wolfgang and his wife Mickey donated the lions that grace the east side of the Bridge of Lions. It was a wonderful celebration, and even the rain didn't keep people from coming out and taking part.
I'm so grateful for the crowd coming out of here, being resilient of all the weather, and they still been here and enjoyed our party. Thank you, everybody.
City of St. Augustine Beach Mayor Dylan Rumrell came out to show his appreciation for the noble beasts.
To see the lions welcome me every day I cross the Bridge of Lions going to my jurisdiction is the most incredible thing. It makes me feel safe and secure. I'm just glad Siegfried and Roy don't live on this side of the bridge.
John Regan was the St. Augustine city manager when the lions were installed 10 years ago.
Oh, I think it's great. It's a chance for the community to come together and celebrate and just stay connected. You know, the reason people love where they live is their sense of connection to the community. Events like this help facilitate that.
The Lions are sort of a feline welcoming team.
Well, the Lions create a sense of welcoming when people come across the bridge. And it says this is a special neighborhood, it's a special city, and it's a special place to live.
Robbie Nettles was there rubbing elbows.
I'm glad that the community came out here to support a good cause, supporting Wolfgang and his Lions, and seeing local bands like Ken Yarbrough and Landfall, and people like Vaughn from Blackfly being able to come together. Just good friends, locals, and a good time.
For their 50th anniversary, the time capsule underneath those lions will be unearthed. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
There is an issue with eminent domain in St. Augustine.
The city of St. Augustine has filed an eminent domain lawsuit against the owners of 2 properties near Lake Maria Sanchez in Lincolnville. The city says it needs access to the properties in order to build a seawall around the lake and improve drainage to lessen flooding citywide. But what has held it up is that the seawall has to be constructed on private property, and city officials haven't managed to convince 2 property owners to cooperate. In other news, since a flurry of e-bike accidents, St. Johns County Sheriff's deputies are increasing their enforcement of violations on e-bikes and education for riders of all ages. Deputies are handing out e-bike safety information cards that have information about safe riding practices, traffic laws, and the classifications of bikes. The Sheriff's Department says parents, please speak to your children about riding safely, and if you see an SJSO deputy around town, ask for a card. For more information, go to trafficsafetyteam.org. With St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.